make an offering of to deity, especially by presenting on an altar. Sacrificial, offering or offered as an atonement for sin. Sacrilege, the act of violating or profaning anything sacred. Sacrilegious, impious. Safeguard, to protect. Sagacious, able to discern and distinguish with wise perception. Salacious, having strong sexual desires. Salience, the condition of standing out distinctly. Salient, standing out prominently. Saline, constituting or consisting of salt. Salutary, beneficial. Salutation, any form of greeting, hailing, or welcome, whether by word or act. Salutatory, the opening oration at the commencement in American colleges. Salvage, any act of saving property. Salvo, a salute given by firing all the guns, as at the funeral of an officer. Sanctimonious, making an ostentatious display or hypocritical pretense of holiness or piety. Sanction, to approve authoritatively. Sanctity, holiness. Sanguinary, bloody. Sanguine, having the color of blood. Sanguineous, consisting of blood. Sapid, affecting the sense of taste. Sapience, deep wisdom or knowledge. Sapient, possessing wisdom. Sapiential, possessing wisdom. Saponaceous, having the nature or quality of soap. Sarcasm, cutting and reproachful language. Sarcophagus, a stone coffin or a chest-like tomb. Sardonic, scornfully or bitterly sarcastic. Satiate, to satisfy fully the appetite or desire of. Satire, the employment of sarcasm, irony, or keenness of wit in ridiculing vices. Satiric, resembling poetry in which vice, incapacity, or corruption is held up to ridicule. Satirize, to treat with sarcasm or derisive wit. Satyr, a very lascivious person. Savage, a wild and uncivilized human being. Savor, to perceive by taste or smell. Scabbard, the sheath of a sword or similar bladed weapon. Scarcity, insufficiency of supply for needs or ordinary demands. Scholarly, characteristic of an erudite person. Scholastic, pertaining to education or schools. Scintilla, the faintest ray. Scintillate, to emit or send forth sparks or little flashes of light. Scope, a range of action or view. Scoundrel, a man without principle. Scribble, hasty, careless writing. Scribe, one who writes or is skilled in writing. Script, writing or handwriting of the ordinary cursive form. Scriptural, pertaining to, contained in, or warranted by the Holy Scriptures. Scruple, doubt or uncertainty regarding a question of moral right or duty. Scrupulous, cautious in action for fear of doing wrong. Scurrilous, grossly indecent or vulgar. Scuttle, to sink a ship by making holes in the bottom. Scythe, a long curved blade for mowing, reaping, etc. Seance, a meeting of spirituals for consulting spirits. Sear, to burn on the surface. Sebaceous, pertaining to or appearing like fat. Secant, cutting, especially in two parts. Secede, to withdraw from union or association, especially from a political or religious body. Secession, voluntary withdrawal from fellowship, especially from political or religious bodies. Seclude, to place, keep, or withdraw from the companionship of others. Seclusion, solitude. Secondary, less important or effective than that which is primary. Secondly, in the second place in order or succession. Second rate, second in quality, size, rank, importance, etc. Secrecy, concealment. Secretary, one who attends to correspondence, keeps records, or does other writing for others. Secretive, having a tendency to conceal. Sedate, even-tempered. Sedentary, involving or requiring much sitting. Sediment, matter that settles to the bottom of a liquid. Sedition, conduct directed against public order and the tranquility of the state. Seditious, promotive of conduct directed against public order and the tranquility of the state. Seduce, to entice to surrender chastity. Sedulous, persevering in effort or endeavor. Seer, a prophet. Seethe, to be violently excited or agitated. Seigneur, a title of honor or respectful address, equivalent to sir. Seismograph, an instrument for recording the phenomena of earthquakes. Seize, to catch or take hold of suddenly and forcibly. Selective, having the power of choice. Self-respect, rational self-esteem. Semblance, outward appearance. Semi-civilized, half-civilized. Semi-conscious, partially conscious. Semi-annual, recurring at intervals of 6 months. Semicircle, a half circle. Seminar, any assemblage of pupils for real research in some specific study under a teacher. Seminary, a special school, as of theology or pedagogics. Senile, peculiar to or proceeding from the weakness or infirmity of old age. Sensation, a condition of mind resulting from spiritual or inherent feeling. Sense, the signification conveyed by some word, phrase, or action. Sensibility, power to perceive or feel. Sensitive, easily affected by outside operations or influences. Sensorium, the sensory apparatus. Sensual, pertaining to the body or the physical senses. Sensuous, having a warm appreciation of the beautiful or of the refinements of luxury. Sentence, a related group of words containing a subject and a predicate and expressing a complete thought. Stationed for protection. Separable, capable of being disjoined or divided. Separate, to take apart. Separatist, a seceder. Septennial, recurring every 7 years. Sepulchre, a burial place. Sequacious, ready to be led. Sequel, that which follows in consequence of what has previously happened. Sequence, the order in which a number or persons, things, or events follow one another in space or time. Sequent, following in the order of time. Sequester, to cause to withdraw or retire, as from society or public life. Sequestrate, to confiscate. Sergeant, a non-commissioned military officer ranking next above a corporal. Sergeant at arms,